guys, it's me, Vannessa from Beyond Your Sun Sign, and I am so excited to read for your week of March 22nd to March 29th, 2019. Let's get started. So guys, first, as always, we are going to get grounded. We are going to shake off all of the stressors from last week, all of the worries from last week. We have a fresh start. We are completely grounded. Take a couple deep breaths. Our feet are completely pulled down into the earth. We are supported and we are protected. Okay, let's get started. So I want you to think of a card between 1 and 3. Card 1, card 2, or card 3. Okay, so if you chose card 1, this week we have a lot of new opportunities coming up. It's gonna feel like you are getting smacked around with all these opportunities, like energy here, energy there, energy here. And some of these won't even feel like opportunities. They're just small little errands or small little favors that you don't even realize could turn into something big. So I urge you guys to say yes all week long. Be yes people, be a yes man, be a yes woman, be a yes person all week long, and see how these things trickle into something else. You know what I mean? See how you saying yes to that coffee with an old friend leads to a memory that leads to, you know, this, that leads to that. Really follow it through. And then that's going to pull you back and remind you how much that single action of deciding, of that choice of saying yes, opens you up to the universe to reward you in really positive ways. And it's not the end until you're at a positive, happy place. So if you're like, you know, you come back and you say, hey, Vannessa, I went out for coffee, but then, you know, God forbid, I got rear-ended, something like that. Keep going, keep going. What happened after that? You know, what happened after that? It's not over until you hit that positive, really, really juicy spot that reminds you that you are in control, that you are infinite in your abundance. That one little juicy spot that says, oh yeah, I'm just a soul having a human experience. And, you know, there's such a bigger picture, and this was a blessing in disguise. Keep going. I urge you guys to have an amazing week of yeses, amazing week of positive opportunities. If you chose card number 2, we have the Death card. So obviously Pisces season came in, Mercury retrograde came in, and it stirred up a lot of stuff that is now completely transformed you. Pisces will do that. Pisces will do that, not as much as the Scorpio energy, but Pisces will absolutely do that because it pulls you into the depths of the unseen world, of the spirit world, of what we don't see on a physical, tangible basis every day. That, you know, when you get into meditation, or when you're in your art, you know, or when you're dreaming, or when you're when you're stoned or something, whatever you do, or when you're drunk, whatever you do to escape our 3D reality, whatever that when that did happen to you guys, it downloaded you with new information. And then Mercury retrograde came and went, and you are now a completely different person after this download of new knowledge, of new information that was coming from a higher source. So what are you going to do with this new energy? What are you going to do with your transformation? Think of yourself as a new person. You don't need to revert back to who you were to fulfill somebody else's needs, right? So somebody else's ego will say, hey, don't change. I feel comfortable with you staying this way. Don't allow that to be your blocker, because the more you step into your authentic self, the more people are like, oh, you know, that person's real and genuine. Let me move toward that. Let me gravitate toward that. And then it raises them up, and then they are more authentic as well. Even if it's just between the two of you, even if you have that complete authenticity between the two of you, and they go back to being their fake selves somewhere else, at least you get to attain that genuine experience, right? So I urge you guys to appreciate, honor, and fully experience the extent of your transformation this week. If you chose card number 3, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is feminine energy. She's really closed-minded. So she has an opinion because she is an air sign. She's Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. This person has curly, dark hair, and they've gone through a lot, but they like to flap their mouths a lot. They've gone through it's kind of like that, back in my day, this is how we did it. And it's really going to pull on your temper this week. It's really going to pull on your patience. And you're either going to go inward with it and just be like, oh, air sign, leave me alone, or you're going to snap and you're going to explode. So this person, when it comes to their expression, they're whistleblowers. So if you are going to go to them and say, listen, you have such an opinion about everything, I don't appreciate it, they're going to whistleblow. There's two outputs. They're either going to whistleblow or they're going to freak out like a bull in a china shop. The whistleblow is saying, well, hey, guess what you did back in 2009? You're going to talk to me about what I did yesterday. You did this back in 2009. The bull in the china shop is them just losing their mind and just really embodying that kind of, when you think of hot air, really, really blowing up. And mainly this person's reaction toward you is coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of protection. It's coming, especially if they are a family member. A lot of the times I find that family is going to be the most difficult, the hardest on you. And that's because they want to protect you. It's almost like, let me beat you up at home. So when the real world does it, you're tough. You're not going to get as hurt. But realistically, you're like, no, I needed the love and support over here so that when the real world beat me up, I felt safe coming back here. So this person just didn't understand it because of their upbringing, but it does truly stem from a place of love. So hopefully this week you can kind of see it in your best interest to show some compassion, show some empathy, and maybe cut them from slack before you explode. But I know with Mercury retrograde going direct, it's going to feel very tempting to just explode your thoughts onto somebody else. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have an amazing week. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell, do whatever you have to do so that you can join me again next week as we enter April, Aries season. Looking forward to it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.